Consumer inflation has continued on a downward trajectory, reaching its lowest level in over 3 years. Data from Stats SA shows annual consumer price inflation was 3.8% in September on a year-on-year basis, down from 4.4% in August. The main positive contributors to the 3.8% annual inflation rate were housing and utilities, miscellaneous goods and services, and food and non-alcoholic beverages. Transport was the only negative factor. On a month-on-month basis, CPI increased by 0.1% in September. Inflation is below the midpoint of the Reserve Bank's target bracket, supporting a case for another interest rate cut in November. Food inflation was steady at 4.1% in the month, with higher rates of price changes recorded for milk, eggs and cheese, sugar and sweets, as well as bread and vegetables. Fuel prices went down in September, with the price of a litre of petrol dropping by 15 cents per litre, while the price of a litre of diesel decreased by 28 cents. At its recent monetary policy review event, the Reserve Bank said it expected headline inflation to average 4.6% this year, down from the earlier estimation of 5.1%.
Significant decline in consumer inflation in September was widely expected and, of course, provides significant relief to consumers. This comes to a large extent from the significant decline in fuel prices in recent months, and there could indeed be a further decline in consumer inflation in October on the back of another fuel price cut. However, we have already started seeing a slight increase in oil prices and a slight depreciation in the rand exchange rate from its strongest levels, and so October is likely to be the bottom of this inflation cycle, with a slight increase in inflation projected from November. But general inflation pressure also remains quite benign, and we expect that inflation will trend around the middle of the Reserve Bank's 3 to 6% inflation target in the medium term. That, of course, provides scope for the Reserve Bank to cut interest rates further and therefore provide additional relief to the economy.